They never told you this in school, and that some of the world's most mind-blowing places are real, hidden in plain sight, and quietly rewriting the rules of what travel can be. You've seen pictures, maybe scrolled past them without knowing. But what if I told you there are places so surreal, so unbelievably stunning, that even seasoned explorers can't believe they exist? This isn't your average travel list. We're diving into sacred cities carved from stone, islands that inspired Darwin's theory of evolution, and deserts where alien-looking trees bleed red. Sounds like fiction, it's all real. And it's waiting for you. These are UNESCO World Heritage Sites, yes, but they're also gateways to something deeper, transformation, wonder, and stories that you'll carry for life. So if you're tired of the same vacation cliches and want bucket list destinations that'll actually blow your mind, buckle up. Because this journey is packed with ancient secrets, wild ecosystems, and cultural treasures most people will never even hear about. And guess what? You're about to become one of the few who truly knows where the magic is hiding. A journey through Earth's cultural and natural jewels. There's a kind of magic in walking through places that have seen centuries unfold. The video begins by guiding us through 60 breathtaking UNESCO World Heritage Sites, each one whispering stories of empires, miracles, and natural marvels. From the ancient columns of Rome to the rainbow reefs of Australia, these spots aren't just for postcards, they're masterclasses in human achievement and natural resilience. And here's the catch, most people scroll past them without ever knowing what they're missing. Imagine standing in front of the Colosseum, feeling the ghost of gladiators in the air, or diving into the coral gardens of the Great Barrier Reef while schools of neon fish dance around you. These aren't far-fetched fantasies, they're real adventures waiting for you. You don't need to be a millionaire or a full-time traveler. A well-planned itinerary, using a solid travel guide, and a few smart travel tips can turn your dream trip into a reality, even on a budget. Every continent has something jaw-dropping to offer. Whether it's South America's lost cities or Asia's sacred temples, there's always a mix of cultural tourism, historic landmarks, and natural wonders to uncover. Think of this journey as your bucket list, not just for sightseeing, but for personal growth. Because once you've touched the stones of history or breathed in the clean air of a mountain peak, it's hard to go back to seeing the world the same way. And that sense of wonder, it only grows stronger as we head into one of nature's wildest classrooms. Galapagos Islands, living laboratory of evolution. The Galapagos Islands are like the universe's secret notebook, filled with scribbles of wild experiments and ancient mysteries. This volcanic archipelago off the coast of Ecuador isn't just a scenic getaway, it's the place that reshaped how we understand life itself. Charles Darwin's visit here changed science forever, and the magic hasn't faded. With every step on these islands, you're literally walking through a living natural wonder. It's not every day you see a blue-footed booby doing its goofy courtship dance, or a marine iguana sunbathing like a mini dragon. These creatures exist nowhere else, evolving in isolation over thousands of years. Visitors today can snorkel beside playful sea lions or hike alongside giant tortoises, all while learning from eco-guides who double as storytellers. For anyone seeking true bucket list destinations, this is it. But the Galapagos aren't just about wildlife selfies. This is where you realize how delicate and yet how ingenious life can be. Conservation here is more than a buzzword, it's a way of life. That alone makes it a prime example of UNESCO travel done right. Respectful, immersive, and eye-opening. And just when you think Earth can't get more surreal, you land somewhere that looks like another planet entirely. Earth's alien garden tucked away off Yemen's coast. Socotra looks like a fantasy novel grew legs and jumped into the Indian Ocean. Picture umbrella-shaped dragon blood trees dripping crimson sap, eerie white sand dunes, and caves filled with stalactites that look like frozen screams. If Mother Nature has a weird side, Socotra is her masterpiece. It's so remote, it's almost untouched. A perfect snapshot of exotic travel locations. The biodiversity here is straight up bizarre, in the best way. Over a third of the island's plant life exists nowhere else. Seuss and birds that evolved without ever meeting their cousins across the sea. And the kicker, Socotra has no permanent rivers, yet its people have survived for centuries using age-old techniques. Now that's what we call local genius. Travelers who venture here aren't just ticking off best places to visit, they're witnessing how life thrives against the odds. It's a stark reminder of how beautifully odd the planet can be when left to its own devices. And while Socotra feels like a hidden secret, it shares a surprising thread with the next destination, where crumbling ruins meet eternal beauty, cradle of civilization. If history had a heartbeat, it would echo through the streets of Rome. The Eternal City isn't just a destination, it's a living museum where every cobblestone whispers stories of emperors, philosophers, and artists. From the shadow of the Colosseum to the glimmer of the Trevi Fountain, Rome is soaked in the spirit of World Heritage Sites that helped shape Western civilization. Walking through Rome feels like flipping pages of a textbook, only way cooler and with better coffee. Want to understand Roman architecture? Just stand under the Pantheon's dome. Curious about ancient politics? Visit the Roman Forum and imagine the oratory battles that once echoed there. For students of life, Rome offers not just monuments, but a mindset, a reverence for legacy, beauty, and bold thinking. And yet, the magic of Rome isn't locked in the past. It blends seamlessly with the present. Fashionistas strut past thousand-year-old ruins, and scooters buzz by basilicas. It's a perfect fusion of old and new, proving that culture doesn't expire, it evolves. And speaking of evolution, there's a whole other kind waiting beneath the waves. Great Barrier Reef, underwater Eden. Stretching longer than Italy, the Great Barrier Reef is the ocean's crown jewel. It's a kaleidoscope of color and life so vibrant it's visible from space. Located off Australia's coast, this reef isn't just a diver's paradise. It's one of Earth's most vital ecosystems. And like all great things, it's fragile. That's why it holds a place of honor among UNESCO travel treasures. Imagine floating above coral gardens where clownfish dart between sea anemones and giant clams shimmer like gemstones. Every inch of this reef buzzes with life. Over 9,000 species call it home. But here's the kicker. Climate change threatens to bleach these vibrant corals into ghostly white. Visiting responsibly helps fund conservation and keeps this natural wonder alive for future explorers. There's something deeply humbling about snorkeling here. It's not just a photo op, it's a reality check. Earth's most magical places are also its most vulnerable. So whether you're diving deep or sailing on the surface, the reef invites you to look closer,